An island off the coast of Nova Scotia holds the longest-running treasure hunt in human history. For over 2 centuries, dreamers, explorers, and even presidents have dug into its soil, convinced that something of unimaginable value lies beneath. But as the hunt deepened, so did the danger. Booby traps, mysterious tunnels, unexplained deaths, and a treasure that no one has ever seen. This is the Oak Island mystery. What secret could be worth 200 years of obsession? And why was it protected so well that even today, modern technology struggles to reach it? Tonight, we descend into the money pit and into one of history's greatest enigmas, the first discovery. Our story begins in the year 1795. A 16-year-old boy named Daniel McGinnis rose toward a wooded island in Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia. The island looked peaceful, but something caught his eye. He sees a clearing, a tree with a heavy branch extending outward, and beneath it, a circular depression in the earth. To McGinnis, it looked as if a rope and pulley once hung from that branch, as if someone, or something, was lowering cargo into the ground. With 2 friends, John Smith and Anthony Vaughn, he returns the next day and begins to dig. A few feet down, their shovels hit something hard, a layer of carefully placed stones. They dig deeper. At 10 feet, they hit wooden logs, an entire platform of thick timbers. At 20 feet, another platform. At 30 feet, another. This wasn't natural. Someone had constructed a shaft, deep and precise, but the boys had no resources for a full excavation. They gave up. But word traveled, and Oak Island would soon never be the same. The Money Pit. In the early 1800s, a group known as the Unsolved Company arrived. They were professionals. They believed a vast treasure was buried below those platforms. The company dug deeper, reaching 90 feet. And there, they discovered something unbelievable. A flat stone tablet. Engraved into it were symbols no one could read. The stone was said to contain a message, a warning, or perhaps a clue. One translation later claimed it read, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. Whether that was true or not, we still do not know. But before the Unsolved Company could uncover what lay deeper, disaster struck. When they broke through the 90-foot platform, water suddenly rushed in from beneath the pit. The entire shaft flooded in minutes. They had sprung a trap. They tried bailing. They tried pumping. The water returned every time. Someone, centuries earlier, had engineered a flooding system that activated the moment someone reached a certain depth. The ingenious trap. For decades, treasure hunters believed they were fighting a natural water table. They were wrong. In the mid-1800s, workers uncovered artificial flood tunneling. Hidden conduits carved through clay and rock, stretching hundreds of feet from the pit to the ocean. These flood tunnels were lined with coconut fiber, a material not native to Nova Scotia, which means someone transported it from far across the sea. Engineers concluded the pit was intentionally booby-trapped to flood when disturbed. This wasn't amateur work. It required serious engineering. But who would build such a thing? And what were they trying so desperately to protect? Theories and legends. Over the years, theories multiplied, some laughable, some terrifying, and some strangely convincing. Theory 1. The pirate treasure. One theory claims the infamous pirate Captain Kidd hid his plunder on Oak Island, a treasure worth millions. But Kidd's known operations didn't typically reach Nova Scotia. Theory 2. Spanish treasure fleet. Another theory speaks of a Spanish treasure fleet carrying New World gold intended for the Old World. Shipwrecked, The survivors supposedly buried the treasure and constructed the deadly pit to protect it. Theory 3. The Knights Templar. But the most dramatic theory involves the Knights Templar. According to legends, the Templars fled Europe carrying sacred relics, even the Holy Grail, and hid them in the New World. The engineering sophistication beneath Oak Island fits medieval military expertise far more than pirate improvisation. Theory 4. Shakespeare's lost manuscripts. There are even claims that Oak Island holds missing manuscripts of William Shakespeare, or Francis Bacon's secret writings. Whether riches, relics, or forbidden knowledge, Oak Island was built to safeguard something. Modern attempts and unexplained deaths. As the 20th century arrived, Oak Island became a battlefield of technology versus mystery. Drilling rigs, pumps, dynamite, sonar, nothing penetrated its defenses. Then came tragedy. The legend states that 7 people must die before the treasure reveals itself. So far, 6 have. Accidents, structural collapses, and suffocation have claimed lives. Yet the search continues. Even Franklin D. Roosevelt participated before he became president of the